it with the social media game. You guys got your social you got your social media game on point.
Ashley's really good at that shit, and we're all trying to. We go in and say we're trying to do like a couple podcasts or not podcasts, posts a week. You know.
Yeah. What do you guys think? So I was just thinking about this, like bike shops and social media. So like Sugar Bottom, they do a pretty good job. And Goldfinch, I feel like maybe I don't follow Goldfinch anymore, I think. But like when someone buys a new bike, like they do like new bike day, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, Baker and I had talked about that a little bit, and like I talked about it with my shop here in town, and we just never really got around to doing it unless it was like something really special. But do you guys think that's like a good thing? Do you like, I don't know, audience chat people, like, do you want your bike to be posted up when you buy a new one, or do you want to hide it from your wife because you don't want her to know, or your partner?
I like the posting stuff. Yeah, Baker didn't do it much. I mean, my boss in North Carolina always just said, "Hey, do you mind if we do a shot?" And some people said no, but most people said, "Yeah, sure."
I think it would be, if I ever owned a shop, I would do it, and like I would have some fun with it. Like not just like standing next to your bike. Like if it's the right customer, I want to like put them in an action shot. You know, like put some AI on that, like some explosions and things like that. That'd be so funny.
I'm gonna use that.
See, my wife knows everything, so I can't. You know, she knows. She has to
sign
off on everything.
So then next time when you get that new mountain bike and you trade in your old Buick, you can, dude, your old bike. Tell me how awesome your old bike's doing.
It is this couple. I went and did 20 miles yesterday of the last 20 miles of the Chequamegon. I'm running Continental, the Race Kings, and my goodness, that bike is fast. That bike is fast. Mm-hmm. I think I'm on track to go, sub.
What, 6 hours? Sub like 6 hours?
What size Race King?
Like
1.8s.
2.2s.
2.2s. Yeah.
Oh man, that's.
I think I'm gonna do about 315. 315.
And what is it? It's 3 hours long or 30 miles long?
40.
315, 40 miles on a mountain bike.
Really fast.
Okay.
Really fast. I think I'm gonna surprise myself, man.
Can we do it? Can we do a community challenge? Like if so if you don't beat 315, what happens?
Oh man, I don't know about that. So it did rain today, so the course is gonna be, and I think it'll rain tomorrow, so it might get soft. Which, if it does, then we're kind of in trouble.
Dude, you came out so strong, and now you're already hedging.
Well, the rain kind of like, I'm like, oh man, I wasn't feeling that. And the other thing too, I forgot my my power meter insert on my SRAM. I forgot it at home. So I have a big hole in my crank.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Does that? Yeah. That's not a big deal though. You're fine.
No.
Dude, if it's right, honestly,
put a piece of tape over it if you're worried.
Yeah, put some tape over it because, like, in reality, if it's wet, like, you're gonna ruin your drivetrain. You get a wax chain, right?
I do have a wax chain. Yes. Ivan mailed my my insert. It'll be here Thursday. Here's the thing. I'm trying to go empty the tank. So I need to know the power. I would not be the same if I didn't know how much power I did.
Really?
If I surprise myself, I need to know the power. Dude, I love looking at my power data,
So what are you gonna shoot for? What's your race plan here? You're gonna go out and try and do how many watts for how long, and then
so I'm using Garmin's. Have you guys used Garmin's power guide? The power guide?
No.
So if you have a race on your calendar in Garmin Connect, you have an option to create a power guide based on your FTP. You put in how much your bike weighs, roughly, what you're gonna be weighing with your bottles and all that stuff, vest, and then you tell it, hey, this is how much, I want to average this much speed or this much power, and then it draws it down to how much you need to do for all the sections. So if you're under that power, it's gonna tell you in the garment like, hey man, you gotta get it up,
And I don't have power, so I'm just all heart rate. It's as high a heart rate as I can keep, and hopefully I finish.
So I'll ask a question. So what, you did it last year or the year before? When did you do it last?
Last year.
What was your speed?
I don't remember. Last year was, I started in the back and I was actually stopping. And
yeah, you were making.
Yeah. So like, I guess that's my thing is that like, I think people get hung up a little bit too much on power, but I think last week you talked about that you're up like a couple corrals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think like you're going to save more time and go faster. Who cares about power, but go faster by holding the wheel and like being willing to take some risks. Cause that's like a narrow course. Like it's not like super wide, and especially like on the tower climb and places like that. Like, I think that's where you're going to make your time up. Like,
yeah. And as the things like last year, we got on the gravel section, there's like a couple miles of it. And, everybody's just kind of like in the back, people just don't want to ride together,
right.
Which I get sometimes. And if you're not used to, drafting and all that stuff, but I'm like, it was a long section. I'm like, if you get 4 guys, then you're all taking turns, you're out of there in no time.
All right. So race plan. Here's your race plan.
All right. Give it to me.
You go balls to the wall as hard as you can go. I'm not joking. You go as hard as you can possibly go.
Yeah.
Until when's that first gravel section?
I think it's like 15 miles in or so.
All right. So you go as hard as you can go for the first hour, and you go 15 miles an hour. That's good. And then you get to that gravel section and you find a group, and then you just, I don't know, say some sort of prayer, try to suck down some carbs and recover. And then you just hang on for the rest of the race. I think that's your strategy. Otherwise, like, you're going to get bottlenecked.
The fire tower climb, and then,
dude, you're fine. Fire tower climb's like, it's like less than a half a mile.
Dude, it was so loose yesterday. So loose.
You got it, dude. At that point, you'll be so tired, you won't even know. You're just gonna be hammering.
We'll see. The first section is rideable, but the second section, it's good night. Good night. It's so stiff.
If I were you, I would. What's the course like? Is it single track right away? How much gravel is it?
It's like snowmobile trails. It's like cross country
snowmobile trails.
Yeah. And with rocks, like huge rocks like this.
Anywhere it gets kind of technical, I would not go super hard. I would try and get through the technical stuff as smooth as I can, and then the climbs and the gravelly sections, I would go full tilt.
Just go. Okay.
If I were you, I know you're not super technical on a mountain bike.
Get out of here.
He's like, hey, Ria, you suck at riding a mountain bike. That's kind of what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
No,
dude.
I'm saying play to your strengths. You're a better climber and gravel rider, and if you push yourself too hard and crash in the woods, that's not going to help.
Which I almost did last year.
Yeah,
that's why you get to the front and you just follow those fast riders, and you just don't think. It's a short race. It's so short.
It is a short race.
If you start out on the front and make everybody pass you,
dude, even if you blow up into 1,000 pieces, it's a short race. It's a short race.
That is true. That is like, true. Because there's so many people like last year that I passed, and you cramping, they're done, and it kind of gets a little climby towards the end. But it's good.
Think about the views. Think about you off the front of Chequamegon, like you just ripping it on your 2008 Trek 9800 or whatever it is
2000.
that you're riding.
It's the 2020, man. 2021.
When you finish, you better puke. That's all it is to it. You gotta, as soon as you're done, you better throw up because you went that hard that it made you throw up.
Last year I was cramping. That was the only time I cramped last year. It was SRAM. I was cramping big time because when I would stop film and then I get on the bike and then I'll just like full tilt. But yeah, we'll see.
Wait, so you said part of this is going to be there's a hike bike section on the tower climb, and trust me, I'll segue this.
The top section, unless you come in with nobody in front of you, the last half of that fire tower, you're walking it. If there's people in front of you, you won't be able to get around them right now. Yeah, you're not going to get around because you can't switch your line. As soon as you switch your line, deep sand, you're done. It's just you just not. I don't think I tried riding last year and people, by the time they get out of your way, it's like you've already lost the momentum anyway. It's tough. Yeah, but we'll see.
Well, drop the link in the chat of what Chequamegon is because we didn't really explain it, so that way people can see what race that we're talking about that you're at. But I was talking about the hike bike section because Worlds is going on for mountain biking, both downhill, slalom, like XCO, XCM, and Keegan Swinson and Kate Courtney won mountain bike marathon worlds, which is pretty cool. But I guess like what I was saying is, did you guys see the hike bike section of marathon worlds that the men and women had to go up? Did you guys see any footage of that?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my gosh, it was like so I looked at it. Keegan said something. It was like a 15 to 20 minute hike a bike up a mountain, like at 8,000 feet, that they had to do several times, and it looked awful.
So here's my question.
Was that at the end of the race?
I don't know where it was, but it looked terrible.
Because I heard an interview with him, and he was talking about the first couple of climbs.
I know that he said that like he used the hike a bike section to make his separation.
Yeah.
That's like where he did it. It was like where they had to hop off.
Yeah.
But you guys should look at those. Everybody should look at if you're Gen Zers, TikTok. If you're normal people like us, Instagram 3 weeks later. But you should take a look at that.
I was trying to find the course map. I couldn't find it.
Do you know how much power he did for 6 hours?
It was like 5 watts per kilo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that quote on like some news article for 6 hours at altitude.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I can do that in my sleep.
5 watts per kilo. I weigh like right at 180 pounds. So that's like 80 kilos, maybe a little less. That's 400 watts for 5 hours. That's actually not that bad.
No, for 6 hours. For 6
hours. Oh, 6 hours. No, I couldn't do that. 5 hours. 5 hours. I'm good. 6.
Yeah, 5 hours.
That's a little crazy. 6 hours. That's like no go.
With that much power, you'll be out here tomorrow. You'll be out here tomorrow. I mean, on Saturday, killing them.
Y'all just better watch out for sea otter. That's all I'm saying.
So on that note,
go ahead.
On that note about the hiker bike, right? I was listening to the Gravel Kings podcast, Ted King and his wife and their friend Stewie, and they're saying that these race organizers are being irresponsible by leaving those mud sections. They mentioned Colorful and they mentioned Gravel Worlds. What's your take on that?
We talked about this. Remember, I said I was like all for alternate routes, and then Taylor and you and Jason said harden the something up and do the mud.
Well, what was Ted King's take on it?
Oh, I guarantee you, Ted King's in my camp.
Yeah, he is. He's a roadie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think here's the thing. I think people are forgetting. It's off-road racing, and yes, in the Midwest, a lot of the roads are grid systems, right? But you have to remember about sheriffs. There's a lot that goes into changing the race completely to remove every single mud section. They might be able to remove a couple sections for gravel worlds. They did their best to remove most of them, but there are some that just couldn't do it. It's like get off your bike, throw it on the shoulder, which is some of the people. Matt Beers, he rode on the side of on the grass.
That's the race. I mean, Unbound, if it rains, it's a mud slog.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't rain and it's beautiful. You just run the race.
Yeah, but I was just kind of disappointed that they're calling these guys irresponsible. I'm like, there's so much logistics to go with planning a race of that magnitude that you just can't. It's off-road racing.
I mean, if something's like super dangerous, like uber dangerous, then obviously.
Yeah, I've changed my thoughts on it a little bit because I thought about this and I talked to some friends, and I'm actually now aligned with you guys. Mud sections, whatever is on the course when it's laid out and they decide that's what the course is, like, you should do it. I'll say it with a caveat that I think what needs to happen and what is continuing to happen, at least in the gravel scene, is tech needs to improve. Like riders need to have the option, excuse me, to be able to run the bikes with the clearance for the tires that they need to be fast and to be successful. And right now, I think we're seeing like the advent of like a lot of creativity in gravel, but that should continue. And then that way, there's no excuse. Like you had every option to pick the right equipment if you're really caring about a result, and then you go do it. I still think that there's an argument to be made around like the average Joe who has one bike or two bikes and going out there and ruining a $5,000 bike and having to spend a lot of money to fix it. That I think is a thing. So
yeah, actually, Tyler, he did say about XC boards. He said that they should add XC boards in there so that you kind of switch it up. And Foco Founder did that. They put in some of the muddy sections, they put boards there, like 6 by something, so that people could ride. You got your skinny there, single file, but then you don't have to ride in the mud. But
so again, you guys are talking about should we take this section out because it rained too much? Have you seen some of the downhill races that they do in the rain?
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
So I just got done saying that if it's like uber dangerous, and then I was thinking to myself, well, fuck, those downhillers, it starts pouring and they're like flying into trees.
You gotta keep riding, right? You gotta keep
running. That's the race. That's use. Yeah.
That's the dead. Yeah, that's the day at the office. It's like may the best man win. Literally, that's what a race is, right? It's like they interviewed Matt Beers at Gravel Worlds, like, hey, a lot of your colleagues, even Keegan, like they're like, hey, a lot of your colleagues, were clogged up and stuff. He's like, he learned from Unbound a few years ago that hey, mud section, you find the grass, you ride in the grass, or you get off your bike. That's what he said. Yeah. And there's videos of him just riding the grass all over the top, and him and Keegan got away. So
can I make another argument though? Like, I agree with the idea of like the personal struggle of like coming across mud and having to run it, and then maybe you win the race, and that's awesome to see the winner win. But the other thing too is that like gravel won't be successful, especially like professional gravel. We're talking about Spirit of Gravel is dead in this scenario, but professional gravel won't be successful until it's like entertaining. And right now that it's not really that entertaining to watch. I mean, unless you follow it, like, and so I think like you want to see like, and I guess I'm saying this is like if there's an 11-mile mud section of a 200-mile race and they spend 2 hours if we spend 2 hours watching them run, like that's boring. I'm turning it off.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll turn it back on and see who's made it through and
go
be
crank
like,
it here and
okay.
come back in a few. Go crank it
You're
here
right.
come back.
And that's not really where I think that I want gravel to go. Like if it's going to be a cool sport that is like unique to the United States as far as how it's done, I think that in that sense, like, yeah, like those sections should be taken out because like I would much rather see them ripping it through a single track and maybe someone goes over the bars because they mishandled their bike compared to someone loses the race because they got stuck in the mud and they can't turn their wheel anymore.
Well,
What do you-
so go
What
ahead,
do you
Jason.
think? What do you think the popularity is in the United States between road, gravel, cross country, cyclocross, and downhill mountain?
Downhill for sure. It's all West Coast.
It's better than everything. You think it's more popular than?
Yeah, I think it's more popular because I think it touches more people. Like it encompasses more people. You can be the most redneck hillbilly and get a downhill bike and go rip some jumps and do it right next to the CEO of like some tech firm on their $10,000 bike, right? Like I mean, downhill is like it's like disc golf. Everybody loves to ride their bike downhill.
Yeah.
But not everybody likes to pedal their bike.
You know, it would be like the same on the same level telling, you know, to remove the carbons in Roubaix. Like, hey, this is destroying people's bikes. You know, people are blowing tires. This and that.
It's different. It's different. No.
There's a little bit of a difference because that Paris-Roubaix is strictly one professional race. There's not Joe Schmoes and the whole UCI doing that same race after them.
But
that's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, but most of the people that are complaining about the mud are not the average Joes that are not going to win the race, right? The rest of us, if I look in the back, for example, Gravel World or even Corfu, most people are finding the line in the grass or they're just walking it. Because you know you're not going to win anything anyway, so you want to finish with your bike intact. You know, I digress.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the Paris-Roubaix comment. I don't think that's a fair analogy at all. Because like the struggle of like picking the right bike and the UCI allowing what a road bike really is versus like Paris-Roubaix, the course. I mean, that's such an old race that like there's culture and there's story and there's like so much behind the fact that they are actually riding bikes that aren't fit for this parkour and they're doing it anyways. And like US gravel is a baby compared to
I'm gonna kind of go back on that. Unbound. If you look at the early days of Unbound, before it was Unbound, that's what they were doing. You know, but way back when, cyclocross bikes.
Way back when, in like what 1999.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe 95, but yeah.
Okay. We're not talking about. Yeah.
But it's still that's still a long time ago, right? It's still a long time ago.
It is.
It's like it's established. That's how it's been. That's how the founders always wrote it. I'm like, you want to keep it that way, you know? Obviously, within some reason.
I will say they do the Paris-Roubaix, rain or shine.
Yeah. Wait, so where do we land? Because like I kind of went with you guys. I think you guys are like just suck it up, and I keep wavering.
You're liking the mud, leaving the mud in, and
I'm liking leaving the mud in if it's entertaining, and it's not entertaining. So Taylor, you know, he's an old man, and I don't want him to break his hip, but like I like the idea of like interesting obstacles thrown into the face of the riders, but I think that can be done by making, like, if you want to make a bike or make a course that maybe doesn't fit the bike, put more single track in, put more situations where they have to like hop over sheep barriers or ride over cattle tracks. Like that's cool. Yeah. But I don't want to watch someone in Lycra run through cow shit for 10 miles.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like the one or 2 miles that they had over there at Gravel Worlds, you know, it's like, I think that's acceptable, you know. All right, I gotta go get a beer. I'll be back.
Hey,
get a beer.
Do you want to talk about a purple chain? Were you?
Oh
You're
yeah.
talking about you knew all this stuff about the purple.
Oh, dude, I do know about the purple chain.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell us about
The
yeah,
new
what do you
force,
know
the
about
new
it?
force chain. So SRAM. So it's been out. I guess I don't know how long it's been out, but it's out. It's the new force chain, and it's purple. I got a purple bike, lavender bike. It's like it's right there. You can see it.
Yeah.
And so a purple chain would look pretty sick with that thing. However, I waxed my chain because I'm not a savage or a Neanderthal.
Yeah, I got my chain waxed the other day.
Yeah.
Mine too. World of Bikes, shout out. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. If you haven't waxed your chain, I don't know what you're doing.
I heard you like it too. You know.
We yeah. Your little 3-link chain.
Keep it on there.
But yeah, so that's the problem though, is that so traditionally speaking, any anodized chain or any chain that's got coloring on it, like what they use to anodize it or to coat it doesn't bond to the wax very well. And so it's like, so I was doing a little nerding out. And so what the purple chain that SRAM has is it's not anodized. It's
anodized.
No, it's not. It's got PVD coating, which is like pressure vacuum deposition or something like that. And so basically they use like a titanium,
because I didn't.
yeah. So it's like a titanium coating that they put over the chain. However, you still run into the same issue. So the wax doesn't bond or won't stick to that coating as well. And so the issue is that you're probably gonna not have as much of the benefit that you would see normally from a wax chain.
However, all that coating and stuff is on the outside of the chain.
That's right. So it's like
wax is going to go to the inside of the chain.
Yep.
So you're probably fine.
I think that's the caveat, and I don't know. And I was actually surprised on the internet how little research has been done on this. We need our boys over at Silka or somewhere, the Bonk Bros or somebody to do some testing. But
yeah.
So I guess long story short is you might look great with your new purple chain, but you also might need to add some extra drip wax there on a regular basis. So yeah, go purple, but
should I do a purple chain on that bike?
Wait, dude, that would look nice on that bike.
Is that a Krampus?
Yeah.
That would look nice on there.
Is that the titanium frame or is that just the steel?
It's steel.
Steel. Yeah, that would look good.
It's Bruised Ego purple.
Bruised Ego purple. You need a wax. You need a purple wax chain.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's
my
cool.
Chain, man. I've been liking my purple chain. Egan put it on last week before I left Iowa City.
You got a picture of it? You got to post a picture of that thing. I haven't actually seen one on a bike yet.
I should. I'll throw one on Instagram or something.
Yeah, let's get a hot or not poll on it too, so that way we can let the audience decide.
We've put a couple of purple chains on. We haven't waxed any of them yet.
Just the clients.
World Bikes ahead of you guys, man. They're killing it. They're killing it.
Yeah, what are they do? Are they doing wax services now? They pitching that thing?
Know. Anybody in World of Bikes? I thought Egan's not there. I don't know. I think they just did it for me. Whoa! What? What?
Rainbow chain for the win.
Do you know who is?
What's
in
up,
chat,
Shane?
guys?
What's up, Shane? If that's the real Shane, that's sick, dude. Thanks for coming into the pod.
Man, that's the OG, right, man. That's a surprise, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Really cool.
Well, we better not talk about anything tech related, or else we'll be schooled without a doubt.
Hey, I'm okay with being schooled.
Yeah, I'm actually all right with it.
I'd love to
hop on in.
Shane, how do you like that new Garmin? What was it? The new 850, right? What's the new Garmin that came out? Man, thanks for joining us. We're super to have you.
Still rocking the 830. I kind of wish I would have went with the. The 840 wasn't out. I wanted the solar one. How does the solar one work? Does anybody have the solar one?
Dude, I've heard good things about it. I've actually heard that people forget about it on their bike and it charges all the time.
when my wife did the day across Minnesota, the 243, she has a 1040 solar. We had no problems, zero problems. It just ran.
They're so big though.
Oh, not really. I mean, if you're doing touring, well, I mean, those ultra endurance races, you probably need a nice size screen, I'd assume, to see when you get tired and all the data fields and stuff. So, I think it's, if you compare it to the Hammerhead Karoo, they're all about the same size. Nothing too crazy.
Hey, you mentioned something about saying something about lights last week.
Yeah.
I brought a light out. I had it here last week.
I've been a fan of the outbound lighting. Which one did you get? What's that one?
Oh, I've had this for a while. It's a Night Rider. It's like 2,300 lumens. I used to ride it on our Friday night fat bike rides.
Yeah. You blow up everybody because that's the one you used to ride when it was in the winter and stuff.
I think Ben Coddington was like complaining one day. He's like, "I think you're gonna sunburn the back of my legs with those lights."
No, you gotta have those. No, I've been a big fan of the outbound lighting. It's really amazing stuff. Exposure lights. I've never used an exposure light before.
Exposure's pretty good. Yeah. What do you think of dynamo lighting?
My problem is I don't like. I kind of like streamlined setups. I know that now with the new lights, most of them have like huge batteries inside. Exposure, I think, has like a 10,000 milliamp battery. Outbound light has that.
Yeah.
Magic Shine. So dynamo is good, but it's another mechanical piece. I feel
how many lumens do you think is good or good enough, or do you want all the lumens?
Shane says that those lights are butt warmers for the people in front of them. That's a fact.
I want it though. I more lumens the better. Like for mountain biking, helmet light, and then an out front light. I mean, and for me, I'd like the helmet light to be a little brighter.
Yeah,
mainly because my bike never goes where I am looking. So
you didn't see my helmet light.
Oh, is that battery powered or is that got a
battery?
Power hookup?
It's a big battery. It's an older Night Rider 2,300.
Do you ride around like this the whole time, like just
broken.
slinging your head around?
You really got to tighten your helmet down.
No, that's the things. Like, as I get older, my neck can't. Maybe I need to do some neck exercises. I just don't like anything on my helmet.
Careful now.
If you're not riding with a light like that, you're just not going to win Sea Otter.
Wait, does Sea Otter start it doesn't start in the dark, does it?
No, it does not. It's broad daylight.
It doesn't matter, but my neck muscles are going to be so strong.
Jason's just going to be walking around like this, just like no neck. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Yeah, you guys are gonna be smoked in at Sea Otter. You wait as much.
Well, I'm gonna have the most fun. That's all I know is I'm gonna have the most.
What
fun.
would be the ideal bike for Sea Otter though? Like, what tires are we running?
I'm gonna have to get a new bike.
I'll probably
for me
be on like a 30 wide rim with like 2.0, 2.1 tires.
Suspension fork or no?
No suspension fork.
Suspension fork?
No.
That's how he's gonna lose the race right there. All the
that's it right there. That's it. That's gonna be it.
I'm gonna be on like 2.2s. I'm running a lightweight, and it's gonna be a wide rim. So I'm gonna have a lot of cushion, and they're probably gonna be Aspens, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like, dude, I love that idea. You should run Aspen STs. Please do. No suspension fork. And keep throwing me those ideas. I'll back you up.
All right. See, now I know I'm on the right because you're telling me to do it.
So
yeah, you're doing it right.
Always misleading you. So right now, what's the fastest mountain bike tire that's also a gravel crossover?
I would say the Aspen.
You think so? What about
Yeah.
the new county? What are they called? They have a weird name.
Dubnatal.
Yeah,
The
Dubnatal. Yes.
Although it just came out, so
Is it as
All right.
fast as the old county?
No,
2.2?
it's. I think it's like marginally slower, but just a little bit. But I don't think there's been enough testing done on it. But I think the fastest tire out there, if you want to go, I don't know if you've ridden on these tires, but if you run Thunderbirds,
I
like
heard
those
too. Yeah,
they're fast, but I don't know if you've
They
ridden them
puncture?
before. They puncture and they are squirrely. Like they don't.
Oh,
So Aria, no Thunderbirds for you.
I need all the grip I can
You
get.
need all the grip you can get.
Although I've been riding
Wait.
the Terra hard pack on my gravel bike, and some gnarly stuff the last 3 races, and I've been, pretty solid. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that might be my Seattle setup.
Graham, I hope
Shane,
you're
you should
riding
come down and do Seattle. Shane should
the
come down and do
Dubnatals,
Seattle.
huh?
I don't know what I'm gonna ride. Maybe the Ricks, like the Schwalbe Ricks. I like those a lot. But
Yeah, I've heard good things about those.
I don't know. I think whatever I'm gonna ride is gonna be faster than what you guys ride. So that's gonna be the plan. Yeah.
Cool. So
But
yeah,
yeah.
Are you going to do a suspension fork then, huh?
I think that has nothing to do with what I would like to ride. It has everything to do with what my boss approves on the expense report. So we'll see.
Would you do a suspension fork then?
I think I would. I think that at least from the testing that I've seen, that a smaller volume tire with a suspension fork is as fast, if not faster, than a higher volume tire without a suspension fork. And then at that point,
Yes.
you're talking about aerodynamics, and I am not fast enough to really care about aerodynamics. So I kind of would like to have a more comfortable ride. And like if I'm mountain biking all the time, which is like what I do primarily here, I think having a bike that feels familiar in the way that it moves would make a lot of sense, especially for descents.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride, but I'm gonna have that the Cane Creek gravel fork on there, the one that you can with the climb switch, so you can lock it out.
It's a spring fork, right?
Yeah, but you can lock it out.
So, well, yeah, you can lock it out, but I actually had a question about the spring forks, especially the higher end ones. Like, can you adjust those from a factory setting to account for your weight, or are they set to a weight?
I don't think so.
Like, can you adjust
I
the
don't think
spring?
you
Like,
can.
change? See, that's the problem. Is that like maybe it's not a problem. Like, say you got to be 170 pounds. Like, that's what
Yeah.
you got to be race day area is 170 pounds for your fork.
I talked to the guys. They told me, but now they were at Steamboat Gravel last year. They gave me the details, but it's been a while now. I don't remember.
Maybe I'll put a gravel fork on this
On the Krampus.
and
There you
and
go.
some drop bars on it.
Yeah, I think
Run it single speed.
no, I agree with Shane. I will be SRAM Explorer. Probably the Force, because they've trickled down the braking technology from the Red, and I don't really need the lightweight or the flashiness of the Red because I'm probably gonna crash anyways. But the Force, the Force sounds good. I think so. My bike, my ideal bike will have the ability to take a fork. I don't know if I would do like the Rock Shocks or even like the Louth fork, or maybe even like Aria said would be the Cane Creek, but probably a fork, probably running like 42 or 44s if I could up front.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would do, and then
So,
kind of go from there.
all right, that's gonna be you see, you can lose the race right there with equipment choice, and don't blame it on it. So I was listening to, I think was it Ted King was saying that one of the races he showed up when chain waxing was a thing, right? And I guess Pete showed up at a race. I don't remember what race, and he didn't do well, And then he blamed it on the wax chain. He's like, man, it's like never try new things at the race day. And Lachlan is like, hey, man, you showed up a race. You didn't have the legs. Just be like, hey, I showed up. I gave my best. I wasn't the best. Just move on. Don't blame the wax chain, because now everybody likes the wax chains.
Nah, I'm gonna blame Well, I won't have to blame anything, but you guys should start
Yeah.
thinking about your excuses now. Just start
Yeah.
thinking about them.
I don't know. My head's spinning about like, all right, do I want to put a drop bar on this bike or not? Or,
Yeah. So Shane's saying 13 speed all day. You know, we don't. You know.
Hey, I might be riding Campagnolo. How do I
Are
pronounce
you
it
gonna
again?
You're gonna do it.
Huh?
You're gonna do it. You like it? I hate it.
I'm trying to talk the rep into give me a drivetrain.
I mean, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do they have a 13
Yeah.
speed?
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna try to run? Yeah.
Do they have a gravel specific group set, or is it just a one by? Oh yeah, called out. Can't back Banolo.
Yeah, no,
Just-
they're a new company.
Yeah.
Old name.
They're from
You know,
China,
people-
Shane. It's a Chinese knockoff.
I don't know if
But-
they're going to give me a free group set, and if I can score a nice frame out of the shop, I might just ride whatever.
I'll
pops
be
out of the
interested
shop.
to hear your thoughts on that.
If the shifters are anything like the road shifters, it's like I could never do it. Like they're these little carbon, I don't know if they're carbon or not, but or thin plastic, and they come down and you have two shifters, two little open, like it's not even a full
yeah.
button that you
Nice.
can hit. You have to like stick your finger into it to like get it to shift. You know what I'm talking about, Jason?
No, it's like the one's like a paddle, like a Shimano paddle.
Maybe I haven't ridden the
And
new
the
stuff.
other one is a thumb one.
Oh, the new, yeah.
Well, they always they have a thumb switch on their cable stuff too.
Yeah, but the new, like the super record that I rode, which was on like an Athos, had like these little shifters that were road shifters, and like where the paddles are, where they are typically for SRAM and Shimano, like it was open little squares that you push, like super lightweight, which is all fine and good. But like I'm imagining if I'm trying to sprint or shift, not sprint, grab for that last gear when I'm going up a hill and I need another gear, like I would miss the shift.
Dude,
Well-
yeah, you all know that I'm the only sprinter in here, and on top of that, undefeated.
Yeah.
I've never lost
Well,
a field sprint.
You won't, again, you're not going to lose another field sprint at Sea Otter because I'll be so far ahead of you.
I don't-
And me and Jason will be so far ahead of you.
I don't think we finish in a field.
Yeah.
You don't
Break
think so?
away.
Where do we finish? We finish on a road, don't we? I'm assuming.
No, you finish on a
A race course.
A field
You
sprint. Wait, hang on. Can we back up a second?
Yeah,
Do we know what a
Jason's
field-
from the
do we know what a
mountains
field
of
sprint is?
Pennsylvania. Dude, we're not talking
It's a-
about a
it's a sprint.
field.
Oh my Lanta. It's like they're gonna be a spitting platoon and some banjo playing out there too. Like
It's in a
Dude.
field.
I won
If
field
anybody's
sprint in
gonna be-
fifth grade.
I'd expect that out of Graham, not you, Jason.
I know, right?
We were down over there in those Tennessee highways.
Yeah, I've been in many field sprints.
Dude, backwoods Pennsylvania. I think
Oh,
that
no,
rivals
race-
Tennessee.
Yeah, backwoods Pennsylvania is also another wild place there. You know,
What else do we got to talk about? Have
We got the
anybody watched?
Vuelta.
Has
Vuelta
anybody
is
watched
fun.
any pro racing at all? Or am I going to be the only one?
I've seen
Yeah?
some of the watching some of the highlights and stuff.
Well, what do you
Yep.
think?
Jonas,
yeah.
I like a couple of the mountain stages were pretty good. Mads Pedersen is
Mads, dude. If I could be any rider, well, I think if I could be any rider, I'd be Matthew Vanderpool. But if I could be any other rider, it would be Mads Pedersen. Like he gives us chonky boys a reason to live.
No, if I
Like-
could be any rider, I want to be that Del Toro.
Oh yeah, you just like the flair.
I
You
just
don't
like
even
the
care
name.
how he rides. You just like the
I
flair.
just like the name. The guy's strong though, but I just like the name.
Of
Can you
Bull.
imagine if your parents called you the Bull? Like
Bull.
that would be crazy. Like,
well, they didn't call him that. They called him Isaac. Their name was Del Toro.
Del Toro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
but they gave you that name. You
Well, they
know?
could have given him a much cooler name than Isaac. Imagine if they had named him like I
El
can't come
Jefe.
anything. El Jefe del Toro, the boss of the bull.
El
yeah.
Diablo. El Diablo. El Diablo. Be
Oh,
pretty
Devil
cool.
Bull.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Do got to give a shout out to Geraint Thomas. He finally retired. Did you guys see that?
Man, how old is he now?
He's like 38, 30, 39. I don't know. He has a podcast too, so he should probably.
He's nowhere near as old as us. That's
yeah, it's true. But I mean, the dude's still hammering. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, he retired. He did the tour of London, or tour of Britain, tour of the UK. I don't know. They finished in Wales, so it's not London. But that was pretty cool.
I've been watching a little bit of downhill stuff. I've been checking that out. I've been trying to psych myself up for downhill stuff.
Your volume cut out there for a second.
Okay, I thought it was just me. But you started sounding like one of the kids or one of the teachers off of the Peanuts, like womp 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 womp.
Like in a tin can.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was
back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking at downhill stuff, trying to get myself psyched up for Italy.
For your Italy trip.
Yeah. Trying to at least look how I'm supposed to go down these hills fast. So
supposed to go down the hills fast.
It'd be all right.
Yeah. So on another note, so I know we covered SRAM, but I want to cover it right quick before we segue. So I get an email, and they're saying, hey, super stoked to have all the riders in town, blah blah blah. But then you have to download an app, create an account. And then they're saying that's the only way you can get your pocket.
Lifetime is doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's no surprise. Think about Iron Man, Challenge, does BWR have an app?
It's Chequamegon. It's a party in the freaking woods where people are drinking beer. It's not Iron Man. Like those.
Yeah, dude. All right, Aria. Let me sell you a hard truth right now.
Okay, tell me.
Lifetime Grand Prix is the baby brother of Iron Man. It's just gravel Iron Man.
Yeah, it's good in there. That's a
dude. I mean, we talked about it. How much was it to get into Leadville?
Yeah,
we said it was like $500. $500. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's just the same thing. It's like,
can I say, who is still doing Iron Man?
Oh, a lot of people.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I have no idea why these people do it,
dude. I think I'm doing the half Iron Man here in Chattanooga. I think in May.
This is my point, Aria. Look who's doing these Iron Man things.
Just
I like to do an Iron
listen,
Man, but I can't swim I can float, but I can't swim.
Yeah, dude, I think Shane's right, man. Like Iron Man's still popular because it's people still get the tattoo, and that's why Challenge, which is like the competitor to Iron Man,
Challenge.
It started up. Iron Man's got its issues and people are frustrated with it, but people still see a market there, so they start up a whole nother race series called Challenge. Dude, we have Iron Man, we have the full Iron Man here in 2 weeks in Chattanooga, and then we have the half Iron Man in May. And it draws tens of thousands of people.
I know.
It's huge. Yeah. So I think
it's still huge
to your point. Yeah.
He's got his Snuggie on.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. All right. What are you wearing? Are you wearing felt or
Snuggie?
Or
Okay, so let me tell you a story about this thing, okay? This thing, so we were in Leadville last summer, right? Yvonne did, the Leadville. And we walk into this store, the Melly something. Apparently, this company, you have to wait 2 years to get one.
Are we sponsored by them? Are we sponsored by them now? Is that how you got one?
No, but I was just walking in there, and the manager of the store watches my crazy channel. I'm like, what? Out here in the in the Cloud City, so he shouts out my name, and we talk a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what Shane said. That's a tubeless tire insert for humans.
Like that. But you gotta be careful up here wearing this because there's bears up here. They might mistake you for a freaking bear, black bear, and shoot you. They've been shooting bears all day up here.
Yeah, you look like
a Teletubby.
Yeah, a Teletubby, like
Seriously?
but like an Earth Teletubby. Like
But-
you look
but
like
people-
you look like you just got back from a drum circle.
Man, it's cold. I'm out here in the Northwood, man. It's freaking cold. But
Good Lord, this guy needs to get
yeah.
off the road.
I'll be home here soon. But
Yeah,
no,
bring
so
us
you gotta
back,
wait
Rio.
2 years. 2 years to get one of
2
them.
years. What do they like kill the animal like every 2 years? There's like a permit. What
it's
is
handmade. They make them right there, but they treat their employees very well, very well. It's really a great company. I
Yeah,
think-
dude, they make like 2 sweaters a year. I bet they have a great life. They just
Yeah, they
chill.
get-
They're like, it's a couple stitches today, couple stitches tomorrow. Like,
It was insane. The lines were through the
It's
door.
4 old
but-
ladies in a
Dude.
knitting circle.
dude, I honestly think that guy was like, oh, look at this, like, poor guy. I've had this thing sitting on the rack for 2 years. I'm gonna lie to him, be like it's some special Icelandic hoodie, and it's he got you for a fool.
You go online, you see all the California Valley.
Yeah,
They want this. It's crazy. I didn't even know it was a thing until we walked into that place.
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure.
The
I saw-
Lorax,
I-
the Lorax is right.
yeah,
Are you gonna sleep in that tonight?
No. I got like I'll probably turn the heat on after the pod. It's just too loud and it'll drown out
Yeah.
the microphone.
you and Pete Davidson can connect over your hoodies after this podcast
There you go.
ends.
Oh my god. No thanks.
What was your race night dinner? When's race night? That's this week.
Saturday, Friday. Yeah, so Friday.
Yeah.
Race night's
Oh, you're
Friday.
up early.
Yeah. Well, I figured because it's like 7 hours to get up here from Iowa City.
Yeah.
So I figured instead of driving back home 6 hours and then another 7 hours and then drive back, just, a buddy of mine here, I'm at his house,
Mhm.
camping at his house. He's got his cabin in the woods, but it's like bigger than my house in the city.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's bear up here. The bear destroyed his freaking grill. So
You
gotta watch
sure it
out.
wasn't you was it not you like someone
Well,
around
he
after
said
a
it
few-
was the bear.
he had like 8 beers last night and it's like, oh, we had this bear attack and it's
Yeah.
a Rhea in his hoodie.
I'm not after sunset. I'm not going outside. None of that. Nope. I'm staying inside.
It's fair. You just talked about all these night lights. You don't want to go test out these like night lights and film
Dude,
some
and
real
I have it on
content.
my mountain bike, but no way. No, I'm not
No?
running out here at night. No way. Nope. Too many.
So what's going to be your pre-race dinner?
I have some pasta. I think I'll make some pasta. And I got some chicken breasts chicken thighs that I'm gonna probably smoke up on Friday and get those ready to go. So pasta and chicken, that's it. And then breakfast will probably be waffles.
What time is race? What time's the race start?
I think we start at 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty nice. That's not too bad.
Yeah, you
I like the
sleep
early
in.
stuff. Yeah, I like the early stuff.
No way, dude. You got to get up at like 4 a.m.
No, not the early. Like I like not too early. Yeah, that's what I meant. I like the 9 o'clock start.
It's not what you said.
It's I don't like the early stuff.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
It's
You're still
12%
gonna-
in here, man.
you're still going to be home by. You'll be done by lunch.
I'm hoping so. We'll see, man. We'll see. I
No
forget
way,
how
dude. He's
rude
going
this
for
place is.
brunch. If it starts at 9, you could finish by noon. Probably still catch the 12:30
No, there's
mimosa
no way.
hour.
There's
Why
no way
not?
I can, no.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
We have a plan.
If I did that, I think I'll cramp so bad in the last hour. If I rode that hard for 3 hours, it would be a miracle if my legs just didn't lock up the last hour.
I know, but you do such a good
So-
job. You do such a good job capturing the experience of the race. But I think where you're missing is the experience of those people that have gone out to like try and prove something. And I think
Yeah.
that's what you should do. Is like you need to go out and try and prove something
What's the average?
and see what because
what's
imagine
the average power you're looking for?
340.
Last year I normalized 220
Okay.
for
Are you looking to
right.
250?
Yeah, it will be around there. according to my Garmin Power Guide. I'm surprised you guys have never used the Garmin Power Guide. Shane, have you used this Garmin Power
Dude,
Guide?
I would never use the Garmin Power Guide. I wasn't going to say anything earlier. I was going to
Oh,
let it
you're a
slide.
Wahoo guy.
But every time I do anything with Garmin, it tells me that I'm going to die the next day. So I don't believe, and it tells me that my VO2 max is either at like 96 or like 42. So I don't believe in anything Garmin does. Plus, I also knew the engineers that used to manage the Garmin watch brand, and I mean, she's a whip smart, super smart, but there are only like 8 of them that were doing it. So I don't believe a whole lot.
How are they getting out all this new tech then? I feel like,
That's because their company is enormous, man. They make all this money off of like aviation electronics, like navigation systems and boating navigation systems. Like all this fitness stuff is like back end trickle down products that they probably don't even need. They found a way to make the good stuff small, and that's like it.
One of my biggest gripes, I wish they would do, but they'll never do it because they're in the business of selling hardware. I wish they could have because they have the Garmin navigation units that you could use for RVs and off-roading and all that stuff. I wish they could have that as an application that you could download for your phone instead of buying.
They won't do that though.
They won't do that. Yeah, they won't do that.
I want. Yeah,
that'd be ideal.
That'd be an interesting conversation to have as far as why, but yeah. So, anyways, my question is: so your normalized power you said was 220 last time. What was your average power?
I don't remember.
So this is what you should do. This is what you should do if you want to ride the perfect race.
Well, that's your normalized average power, isn't it?
Yeah,
normalized. Normalized power is it takes out all the zeros when you're not pedaling and only records your power when you're pedaling. Average power takes everything into account.
That was his average normalized power, though, right?
Yeah, average normalized power. Yeah. So yeah, you looking it up right now because I'll tell you what to do.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Well, I'll tell you. So if your normalized power was 220 last time, you should try to make your normalized power 250, and then you should try to make your average power lower than what your average power was last time. And then that way, it'll show that you were good at positioning and that you went hard when you needed to pedal.
Interesting.
I mean, not really, but you should try it.
What's your heart rate, though, when you're doing this? Does anybody look at heart rate anymore?
I don't even look at my heart rate, man. I not really. I mean, I take
I don't have
consideration, but I just kind of try to ride the power that I know I can do it. Saying like, if I know I'm on a flat section, I'm like, all right, I know I can hold 250 for like the next 3 miles or something like that.
I don't have power, so I watch heart rate. And I just try to keep my heart rate at an average that's.
You need some lessons from Shane, I think. Shane, help this man out.
I don't have a power meter, so.
All right, let's.
The only time I have a power meter is on my trainer. But
dude, I'm surprised you work for bike shop and you don't have power on your bikes.
I'd have to put a power meter on like 7 bikes.
No, you just get the power pedals.
I've thought about
200,
and I'll have to change, and then I'd have to change all my pedals too because I run times.
200 watts last year.
Yeah, Jason, removing cleats, swapping cleats is hard. I do understand that, but
for the Garmin Raleigh pedals?
No, Aria, stop giving people bad advice. Like, get the Favero, Osceola Faveros. Yeah, dude, don't. They should sponsor us. Those are the best pedals that are out there. They're stiff, they're good. You can swap them between bikes. It's like the way to go.
That's true. Or you could go with SRAM, try and true.
But then you need a SRAM crank arm.
No, you don't. Wait, SRAM power meter. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Oh yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Just get the power pedals.
Yeah, just get the Vero or the Garmin Rally XCs.
If they sponsor us, I'll be all about it. But I've ridden those pedals.
I'm not changing my pedals.
I'll
buy road pedals, and I have thought about getting the Garmin road pedals. What are they? The Farah or the R?
They're the rallies too. They're called rally. Yeah. RS something.
Hey Jason, I'll sell you my Phoenix because I'm getting a hookup from Garmin. You know, they're sending us some stuff.
Us, like you,
no, me
us,
and Yvonne, not you guys. Me and Yvonne,
okay,
not you guys.
That's cool. Well, I guess I'll sign off.
You about mouthing them about their pedals, man.
I'll wear their watches all day long. Here's my problem with the XC pedals, the SPD pedals. Have you ridden them, Maria?
No.
They're thick. They're so thick that I don't know how they survived when I had them because I would bash them on rocks regularly.
Because they're well engineered.
How about Shimano has a new cleat for the SPD?
Yeah, did we talk about that last week or did we talk about this week?
We did.
Yeah. We did?
Yeah, where you can clip in from any direction. And I said it was.
I thought I saw that somewhere. It must have been on.
Remember?
No, it was
podcast.
Here. We were talking about.
Yeah, we talked about. Remember, going downhill.
Yeah.
Pays attention clearly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. So are you gonna go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We're going ahead. I was just gonna recount our Chequamegon plan. We're going for 3 hours. Average normalized power of 250. Average power of 190. Oh. And we're gonna sprint for the first 15 miles and get as far up as we can.
And just stay. You know, that's what I did when I did Unbound. And Jason, that was your advice. The first 40 miles I rode way above my pay grade. I just found a group that I knew that they were way faster than I am, but I just sat on. And before you know it, then after that, things fell apart. And then I just started riding by myself.
I feel like it's harder to do that here in Chequamegon.
Yeah. The problem is the ski hills are crazy. I mean, you get to going so fast. And at the bottom of every downhill, there's freaking massive boulders that if you don't have the right line, you're probably going over. You know,
so everything you're telling me is get to the front.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way. Otherwise, if you get stuck behind, you're done.
Do it. Just go full send.
And you know,
I want to see you cramping on the tower climb. I want to see selfie legs just shot. I just want to see it once. Just once. Like, I think the people want to see it too. Like, let Yvonne do all the B-roll, like interviewing people.
There. I'm just here by myself, man. To one then this time.
All the more reason to show us what it looks like to turn yourself inside and out.
Okay. Maybe I'll shoot for that.
Do it for the views.
All right.
Just substitute some of your role from last year to this year. Nobody will know.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, people are like, oh, that's a new video. Nope.
Nope.
What's this brand specific? Who put this note about the brand specific parts and stuff? In the notes?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about there. So
yeah, we didn't either.
In the notes, we have the notes section here on the pod now.
So we were working on a specialized enduro bike, and the crown race was an odd size. So it was like 1.8 of an inch instead of 1.5. So it kind of forced us. He wanted to try and upgrade his fork. Couldn't do it.
What?
Because they had a
what bike was it?
I think it was one of the. What's the specialized?
Epic?
No, it's their enduro or downhill e-bike. The
Levo.
Levo.
Oh, the Turbo Levo. Not yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that is a little weird.
On a Fox 38, like real nice Fox fork to throw in there, go to throw it on, the crown doesn't work. So we did. It took some time, but we found a company that is saying they make a crown race for it. So to get from the Levo's 1.8 down to the Fox's 1.5.
That sounds like, I don't know. Is that even good?
I mean, it's no different than like what
Trek was doing.
Yeah,
and SRAM is doing now. Like, I mean,
so it got me to thinking. We deal with Scott, and Scott's got a lot of the shocks all inside, and all the bearings are a certain size, and all this stuff. I mean, a lot of these, a lot of this stuff is prioritized.
It's a great time to be a mechanic in the bike industry. With all this innovation comes all the.
Well, it is and it isn't, because, like, I mean, for a shop like Jason's, like, I mean, how many Turbo Levos are you upgrading the fork on?
One so far.
One. So like, and like, so maybe that's not like a labor intensive piece. Like, you didn't need a specific tool or anything, but you still had to pay shipping. I don't know if you probably didn't charge the customer shipping for the order from this random company. Like, I mean, it's just like, I feel like as things get more hyper specific when it comes to tech, it gets more and more difficult for the mechanics back there to be able to solve things on the spot without having to fork out. I mean, there's some of these tools, like Jason, you can attest to it. Like, it can be like a $800 tool for like this one little specific job that you do once every 5 years.
We were looking at, we started going down the rabbit hole of looking at tools for, shocks. Let's just say Fox. Dude, there were just dozens and dozens of specific tools to take apart every little thing on the rear shock or the front shock.
Yeah. I mean, I think like it's like kind of like cars these days, right? Like, everybody used to be able to take their car completely apart and put it back together and fix things, and now, you can't do it unless you've got like the dealer specific tools. But I mean, I think it's a result of the bike industry trying to figure out a way to survive. And like, there's innovation, like the bike industry's in this model where every year it's like cars. There's a new bike released, right? And like, you can only come up with so much new stuff that actually innovates and like pushes the ride forward for most people. And you're stuck creating just like kind of bullshit.
The industry has to sustain itself somehow, and you can't just, if you're making parts and stuff that people want to last for a few years, if not a little bit longer, well, then what does the bike company do in that interim where you have your bike and don't need a new part or bike from them? So they have to supply all these other people in between there, and all the new people and all the people going away. So
I also wonder too, like, how many like Specialized makes the Turbo Levo. I'm sure they do this in their math. Like, how many people are going to be upgrading the fork on that bike? Yeah, like most people are buying that bike and they're riding it on their like local greenway or river path, like to the grocery store.
I don't know. I used to think that when I was in Iowa
and when I was
in Greenville, and now I'm here and I'm thinking and seeing, dude, downhilling and mountain biking on e-bikes is a full-on thing, and it's huge,
big time.
Big time. There are guys out shredding. I mean, we're having e-bikes in some of the racing classes, the cross-country racing classes here. So
big time.
I mean, guys are talking about the size of motor and how and all.
Yeah, but a turbo Levo though, and maybe it's like maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong bike, but that is not a downhill bike, right?
No, it's more of a downhill bike because they were putting a Fox 38 on it. That's a big fork.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was
70,
surprised.
170, 180 in the front, and like
holy cow,
160 in the back. Yeah,
that's a big boy. I've never ridden a bike with that much suspension. I wonder how it rides.
Dude,
it floats over stuff.
I'm doing it right now. This is what I'm. The bike I'm riding is 170.
Yeah.
170, 160. And it probably weighs 32 pounds.
Is it the stuff for wet dreams for sure? You know,
Uh,
Jason's like pretty close, pretty close.
We'll
I
have
don't know.
Jason. We'll have you throw a GoPro on, and we'll just turn the mic up loud, and we'll hear you go every time that you go over a jump.
Yeah, you have the action cam. Take it with you.
It'll be more like, holy fuck, I did it.
Huh?
uh,
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
what's that?
Interesting. The term downhill bike typically refers to dual crown race bikes. Anything else falls under enduro bike. Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah. I'm just
Did you
throwing
guys
it out
know?
there.
You guys know what XCO stands for? I just learned today.
Cross country Olympic.
I did not know that. Yeah,
It's all good.
I know.
Learn something new. It's
Yeah,
good.
XCO.
XCO. Yeah, I gotta pay attention a little bit more since the worlds are going on. I know that there were some races today. I heard that there were some pretty epic performances on the downhill, especially among the juniors. So I gotta look at that.
Maybe we'll cover it next week. And then we'll also cover who won. Actually last year I was right there to finish. With the pros when they came through. I was flying the drone and stuff.
The marathon. Keegan won.
Hold on. You're Aria. I think Aria's jumping the thing. Are you talking about mountain biking? Or are you talking about Ironman? Grironman. Yeah, Grironman. Yeah. He's talking. Yeah, sorry. He's talking about the fake mountain bike race. We're talking about real mountain biking.
Real mountain bike.
Yeah.
Does your bike have a dual crown on it, Aria? Huh? Does your bike have a dual crown on it?
Yeah, it does.
For sure it does. Yeah, let's Aria try and snag some let's snag a guest for us while you're up there at Chequamegon. People will be finishing there. Try to snag somebody.
Yeah, maybe I can do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. There'll be people riding around, so maybe we can get somebody on there. All
yeah,
right.
I want to thank Olive Olive Oil.
Yeah. And Reeland.
I love that. Still using the olive oil.
Yeah, I use it every day.
In the morning. Fantastic.
All right. Hang on. We need Pete to confirm this, but I was doing some reading on high phenolic olive oil. High phenolic, sorry. And apparently you can cook the phenols out if you heat it too much. So it's better to use as like a garnish dressing or a garnish. Yeah. So I've been taking toast and then doing like some avocado and then olive oil toast, then doing it that way, because I heard that you cook the phenols out. So
how hot does it have to get to cook the phenols out?
Listen, Jason, this is a gravel podcast.
He's not a scientist.
What's that term? I don't know. Freaking Google it.
Google.
Let's ask. Let me find out. Let's ask. I'm not going to use ChatGPT, but I'm going to use
Bing.
I'm going to use Bing, but Microsoft's Copilot is just as good. They're all using the same freaking models in the background anyway.
Yeah, they're all conspiring against us. They're going to take us down.
Yeah.
What's our other sponsor?
Reeland, which
and then we got Reeland Nutrition, yeah, and then World of Bikes. Gotta love ourselves some World of Bikes.
Our friends at
Flat Tire.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we want to thank all those guys. By the way, before we sign off, I want to thank you guys. We were looking at our stats today, and you guys are supporting us like insanely on the audio only version as well. You guys are obviously watching this video form, and we thank you for taking that time to hang out with us, and while we ramble. But you also listening to the audio only version of this podcast. So totally thrilled, above the moon. I don't know about these two guys, but I was super stoked. So thank you very much for watching and listening wherever you find us. We're all over Spotify, Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast.
We're on this thing.
Podbean. Yeah, we're on that.
Find us on that somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. We're all over. We're on Instagram. Go watch Graham's short about his daughter getting bit by emu. there's that. So
or emu. I don't know what it is.
all right,
EMU.
we'll sign up. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
Until next week.
Yeah.
Ciao.